Hey everyone, Boris Maverick here, and I want to talk to you about thinking richer. It's really hard to get rich if you think like someone who's poor. The problem isn't always not having enough money, it's not having the right mindset. We all know people who struggle financially. I'm not talking about being broke, I'm talking about a poverty mindset. It's a way of thinking that keeps you stuck in money problems. I'm going to show you a few things that might surprise you. We'll talk about why I buy expensive watches, what a 50-cent piece from 1964 taught me, and why real estate is like a lifeboat in a rough sea of money troubles. Stick with me. This will be good. This is a gold Rolex Daytona, a symbol of luxury and timeless elegance. Some younger folks might not know, but this was Paul Newman's watch. I own 4 Daytonas, each with its own unique story and value. People see them and say, "Oh, what a waste of money." They don't see the bigger picture. That's how someone with a poor mindset thinks. They fail to see the potential in these items. They see something expensive and only see the price, not the potential. They miss the opportunity to understand value. They focus on what they can't afford instead of how they could afford it. It's a mindset that limits growth. Why do I buy a $50,000 watch? It's not just for show. Let's just say it is, with gold rings and all that. It's about understanding value. Because I understand that real wealth isn't about saving every penny, it's about getting assets. Assets that appreciate over time. Things that keep or increase their value over time, like luxury cars, real estate, and yes, even watches. The national debt is super high. It's a looming issue that affects us all. Our government sometimes solves problems by printing more money, but this isn't a sustainable solution. And you know what? One problem with printing money is, the rich get richer, and the poor and middle class get poorer. It's a cycle that's hard to break. Why? Because inflation makes your cash worth less over time. Prices go up, but the value of your money goes down. That dollar you have today won't buy as much tomorrow. It's a harsh reality. But assets hold their value. They are a hedge against inflation. This Rolex? It's not just a watch, it's a way to store value. Rich people understand this. They see the long-term benefits. They don't keep their money in a savings account, slowly losing value. They make their money work for them. They invest in things that go up in value. Stocks, real estate, and yes, even luxury items. So, the next time you see someone with something expensive, don't judge. Instead, try to understand their perspective. Ask yourself, what do they understand that I don't? It's a question that could change your financial future. Now, here's a 50-cent piece, a Kennedy half-dollar from 1964. This is from my friend Jim Clark at Republic Monetary Exchange here in Phoenix, Arizona. I buy a lot of gold and silver from him. Look at this 50-cent piece and then look at this $10 bill. Notice the difference in their material and intrinsic value. When you have both, which is the better kind of money? The answer might surprise you. There's something called Gresham's Law. It says, when bad money comes into a system, good money disappears. This principle has been observed throughout history. This $10 bill is bad money. This 50-cent piece is real money. The bill is just paper, while the coin is made of silver. This is silver, something real you can hold. It has intrinsic value that doesn't depend on government policies. So, what happens when I show this to most people? They say, which one do you want, the $10 or the 50 cents? They often choose based on face value alone. Most people, young or old, grab the $10, but this is bad money. They don't understand the true value of what they're holding. The smart ones, they want the real money. They know that the coin's value is more stable and reliable. They understand that the $10 is just paper money. Its value is decided by the government and can change. The 50-cent piece? It has real value. It's made of silver, a precious metal that has been valued for centuries. When you understand how money works, you see the world differently. You start to recognize the true worth of things. You see opportunities where others see only risks. You become more confident in your financial decisions. You become comfortable with things that make others nervous. This mindset shift is crucial for financial success. That's the difference between a poor mindset and a rich one. It's about understanding value, not just price. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how you think about money. Your mindset shapes your financial reality. So, why do I buy assets? Why do I invest in things that hold value over time? Why do I buy real estate? Why do I focus on properties and land? Because when I use borrowed money is this fake money, this paper, to buy a real house, I am leveraging the system. This paper money goes down in value due to inflation and other economic factors, but the house goes up in value. Real estate appreciates over time, making it a solid investment. Smart people know how to use borrowed money to get richer because they use it to buy real things that hold value. They use it to buy assets like real estate, which can generate income and appreciate in value. They use bad money to get good money. They convert depreciating currency into appreciating assets. They use the system to help themselves, taking advantage of economic principles, and they watch as their wealth grows, as their investments pay off, while the value of what they owe shrinks. Their debt becomes less significant over time. It's Gresham's law in action. When bad money comes into play, good money disappears. When bad money comes into play, people seek to convert it into something more stable. When bad money comes into play, the rich buy more assets like real estate and land so they get richer, and the poor and middle class get poorer because inflation hurts them. They struggle to keep up with rising costs. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can change your financial future. You can choose to be on the winning side. You can make informed decisions. You can choose to learn about money, about assets, about how to grow your wealth. You can choose to learn about money, about assets, about how to make the system work for you. Real estate is just one example. There are many ways to build wealth. Real estate is just one example. There are others, gold, silver, even businesses. Anything that has real value, anything that will hold or increase its worth over time. Think about assets that appreciate. So start thinking like a rich person. Start thinking about assets. Start planning your financial future. Start thinking about how to use borrowed money to your advantage. Leverage the system to build your wealth. Because the goal isn't to avoid money, it's to make money work for you. Make it your ally in building wealth. It's to make money work for you. Use it wisely and watch your wealth grow. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's called mindfulness. Be mindful. The question is, are you thinking like a rich person, a poor person, or a school teacher? Are you focused on what you lack, or are you focused on what's possible? Are you playing it safe with your money tucked away, slowly losing value, or are you putting it to work for you, building a foundation for lasting wealth? If you want to find out the top 3 things schools should have taught you about money, please watch the next videos. I'll be sharing more of my insights, my experiences, and my strategies for building real lasting wealth.